breaker, way maker, miracle worker, promise keeper. That is who he is. That is the Lord that we are talking about. And originally, that song was, of course, done by Sinach, but of course, done in so many other versions, including the version that we have really just watched as well. And I hope it has encouraged you not to give up, but also to trust in the Lord, knowing that he is the way maker. He is the miracle working God. He is the promise keeper as well. Sawa sawa. Okay, 23 minutes to the top of the hour, 8 a.m. Welcome back. This is Hope at Dawn, right here at Hope TV. This is where you look and you live. I'm your host. My name is George Gishuru. Remember, Hope TV Kenya across all our social media platforms. You can also interact with us using the text line and also the WhatsApp number 0708 222 323, and we will appreciate. All right, the dailies, what is being reported in the dailies this morning, and starting us off, the Daily Nation. They go with the headline, SHA, more pay, less benefits. That is what they are going with. Petitions, authority says a review of medical benefits is due next year. Cancer patients suffer pain of inadequate cover, and 1 year after the launch of the Social Health Authority, SHA, which is funded by hefty statutory deductions on workers' incomes, cancer patients are demanding a better oncology package, saying the current scheme is insufficient. Many say they are forced to pay out of pocket for life-saving care. Those unable to pay have had to abandon treatment after exhausting their cover. It's a story that is covered on page 4, and cancer patients yesterday held peaceful demonstrations to Afya House. Cancer patients suffer from pain of inadequate cover. And cancer patients protesting outside Afya House in Nairobi, where they presented a petition yesterday calling for an improved oncology package under the Social Health Authority. And you can read that story. It's quite sad when you don't have a healthy nation. Then it is painful. It's a story that you can read on page number 4. Then. Tax waivers, immunity for UON bosses, Dutch farm. All right. A House committee has granted massive tax exemptions and immunity to a Dutch farm associated with the Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Professor Patrick Vokeyen. Staff of the Global Center on Adaptation will have immunity from prosecutions and enjoy a raft of tax reliefs while in the country. Their spouses, dependents, and relatives will be accorded similar perks. Last year, President Ruto appointed the professor, the president and CEO of GCA, to the university job. That story is covered on page 5 inside The Nation. Then secret diaries on Shakahola horror help prosecutors. Handwritten notes by a cult member on events at Shakahola Forest over 8 years are part of the evidence before court in the trial of sect leaders for the killings. It's on page 3. And then inside overseas employment plan for jobless tutors. The Teacher Service Commission is exploring foreign jobs for many unemployed teachers. The policy establishes an updated database of teachers available for jobs abroad. It's a story that is covered on page 7. Then some politics. Sifuna camp battles Gachagua project tag. Kenya Moja Alliance, led by ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, has now attacked impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua for labeling other opposition leaders as state projects. Is the story that you can read on page 6 inside the Daily Nation as well. And US indicts Kenyan in 84 billion shillings KEMSA scandal. You can read that also inside the Daily Nation this morning. And then in some sports news, basketballer Winnie Adhiambo looking forward to glorious outing at Deaflympics. That's a story that is also covered on the sports section inside the Daily Nation as well. All right, so we can shift gear now from the Nation and read the Standard newspaper and what they are reporting this morning inside the Standard newspaper. Not our heroes. Kuna nini tena? So that is the headline. The Standard is going with not our heroes, and pictures of 4 members of parliament are there. But before then, Mashujaa, Kenya's national honors, once a badge of integrity and service, are now mired in controversy. A new shortlist of 60 nominees for state awards has triggered outrage after it emerged that several contenders, among them MPs and senators, once accused of corruption, hate speech, fraud, and even murder, are being considered for top decorations. Critics warn that the system meant to celebrate patriotism and heroism risks being reduced to a reward scheme for the politically connected. It's a story that is covered on page 4, and some of the MPs actually nominated. We have Didmas Baraza, the Kimilili MP, William Kamket, Tiati MP, Fred Kapondi, Mount Elgon MP, and John Wakule, Sirisia MP. And so not our heroes. That is what the Standard is reporting, and you can read in details that story on page number 4. Then medics strike, families mourn dead children. Babies have borne the greatest brunt of the healthcare workers' strike in Kiambu County, now in its 134th day, with newborns dying daily. It's a story that is covered on page 9, a catastrophic story that is on page 9. And then how protocol blunder ruined COMESA meeting, the book's realization in part 3 of Rising Together. Ambassador Mwencha narrates how a request to have Egypt's minister speak ahead of Djibouti's president led to the president storming out of the meeting in Ethiopia. That serialization is covered on pages 6 and 7 inside the Standard and a newspaper. And then High Court orders man to pull down defamatory remarks on Ishongwa over CDF. That is also covered inside the Standard. And all is not lost on me, why Faith Odhiambo has quit Ruto's victim compensation panel. And a 33-seater bus is towed from Nairobi River along the Waruku Kangemi section of Waiyaki Way yesterday. Several people were injured after the bus lost control and veered off the road, plunging into the river with passengers on board during the evening hours. That is covered also inside the Standard. And Ruto Raila allies dominate list of nominees for national honors. But how? Anyway, yeah, that you can read that story. Is this the moment Michael Olunga breaks Kenya's all-time scoring record? That is the question they are asking this morning in the sports section. And the pullout this morning, the Enterprise pullout, why budding cotton sector struggles with low yields. That's on page 6. And tuk-tuk ride, chart that inspired Egyptian banks foray into Kenya. That's on page 3 of the pullout. And airlines bet on sustainable aviation fuel in green push. That's on page 4 and page 5 of the Standard newspaper. Looking at the Business Daily and what they are going with this morning. Kenya eyes 541 billion shillings bonds for SGR JKIA after Adani's exit. So 387 billion shillings marked for extending railway to Malaba. Air passengers service levy to back bond for JKIA upgrade. And the KCB Group fires 34 workers in fraud negligence crackdown. And Mitumba imports surge defies Ruto's textile revival plan. Kenya Power dividend up 43% as profit declines. CBK in 8 straight rate cut to boost uptake of loans. And an article by Nderito Mureithi, the KRA board chair, There is increased questioning of the fairness, accuracy, and subjectivity of credit ratings for African countries. His article is on page 9. And in the life section of the paper, the extrovert edge and its trade-offs in today's workplace. That's also inside the Business Daily. And so you can grab your favorite copy. A lot, as always, happening in our nation, what's happening in your area, what's happening in the constituency, county level, at the national level as well, so that also we can be able to pray for the different sectors, the different counties, praying also for the nation and the leadership as well. All right, so we take a break as at 13 minutes to the top of the hour, and this is to pave way for the video of the days. Let's enjoy.